welcome to another edition of Back to Back with me, Sylvester Duba, alias aka T-Boy, right in the Sierra Leone Media Studio in the UK. Today we have a lot to talk about as we have one of our biggest show promoters in the UK here right in the studio, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself, what he has done over the years, and what he's currently doing, and what has life been for him over the years since he became the man himself. Welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you, Mr. T.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself, who you are?
I'm Jayone. As you all know, I'm show promoter and was an entertainer, but now just a show promoter.
So how did you really start for become a show promoter? I'm not saying that's something we don't do for quite a long time. How did this all started?
Yeah, it started through by a local dancing, like behind your house, you know, doing those normal dance, because my dad was having like a bar, which was called Camarado at Sit-Up Street, which I think anybody that around that area must know that particular venue. So like, you know, when they give back to you, start listening to music since you're young, you know, till up to your teenage and become adult. You know, it's into me, that makes me become, I love music, make me be into music, and I love music. So through that I start dancing, organize a group with few friends that we live in the same street.
What was the name of the group?
The Judges.
The Judges?
The Judges dancing group, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got some few people, we start the group, and you know, through by there I was with the Judges, but you know, most of the time when you start organization, in our society, most of the time when you start an organization, you tend not to end the right way because of one or two reasons. It can much reason that we know about. Right. So I split from them. So I joined one of the fastest dancing group in Sierra Leone, which was Pace Directors.
So
I split from my own group that
I originally formed.
Yes.
Right.
I split from them. Yeah. So I joined Pace Directors, which was one of the fastest group in Sierra Leone in terms of freestyle and hip hop dancing. So I was with them for like 2 years, do some trip up the provinces, different places. Then after leaving them, through by the experience with the group the Judges that I created, and the Pace Directors, so through by that I decided to become a single dancer after leaving there.
So this is the second group now
you've left? Second group, yeah.
Okay.
But they got more experience more than me, so I learned a lot from them. Okay. So through by that experience, I decided to become a single dancer.
So you were now doing solo. I heard you're very known for a particular song.
Yeah, well, you know, everyone in terms of artists or everybody have certain things they like. Even your clothes, you must have one clothes that you like.
So what was the song that you liked? So.
Well, to be honest, I don't really know. I can't really mention it because for me, there's a few music that I like. I can mention to you, like Thinking About Your Love, Please Don't Go. You know, I got a few music, so I don't know the right music you're talking about.
Thinking about you.
Thinking about you, yeah. Thinking about your love. Thinking about you know. So, you know, sometimes when you go into the stage, it's not all about what people listen to all the time.
Okay.
You understand? You're just trying to take people back. At least certain music, when people hear it, you understand. You take them back. They give you the attention, you know, for them to see what you can do. You understand?
So what was performances like during the days in Sierra Leone when we have? Did you actually perform at City Hall, or what sort of venues were there during those days?
Trust me, I get into a position in Sierra Leone that I never expected in terms of when I become a single dancer. Okay. You know, because doing that I was I'm not gonna say, but almost every week. I was at SLBS TV every Saturday, and they repeat on Thursday.
So what were you doing there specifically?
I'm just an entertainer, like to entertain people before the One Pot, the original One Pot event starts, the comedy show. Okay. So I was like the entertainer. I always start performing. Then from there before, Dan Mosiwe can open the fire to people and stuff. Okay. So like I was trying. That's all I can say. I was trying my best to make people feel good, and through by that I become more famous, and through even to the producer, which was Danny Mosiwe. Even if like there's certain time he didn't put me on the program, they will call him like, oh, what's wrong? We didn't see J1, you know.
So you became the starter
yeah,
of the One
you know.
Show. So was music, or was your career actually financially viable those days? Were you making money out of it?
Well, in terms of the dancing, I was not, but I I took the opportunity because of the dancing to become a show promoter. So through by then I started making money. You know.
So you actually start the show promotion?
Yeah, I took the advantage because unfortunately, imagine I'm on TV. You understand, every week, and a lot of people knows me. So I just sit and talk about, like, you know what, I can really make something different from my time and my popularity. So I decided to dive and start doing events, and I was never let down by that.
So what was the first event that you put together as an event, somebody who puts together events? What was your very first event?
Okay, my very first event, I started doing event at Big Master, Lumley Street. There is a place called Big Master. There was it's just something like cinema. People was watching football. So I decided to start doing entertainment event in terms of where I've got different people that are performing, full of you know.
So what was the name of your show? What
my show was imagine.
You can't even remember. So are we talking about what, 15, 20 years down the line?
It's more than that because I've been in this country for 16 years. So definitely we're talking
like
about 20 years, yeah, 20 years more, yeah.
So
something like that.
What would you say the benefit was financially compared to what the benefit of music is right now in Sierra Leone? Can you make that comparison?
As I said to you, in terms of the dancing, okay, in terms of the dancing in Africa, the only benefit it gives to you is meeting different people, or maybe meet somebody that can help you. But in terms of the financial, it's you're not gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. Within that time period of time, I don't know now. You understand? But within that time, it's not much on it. That's why I decided to start doing the event. So through the event, because it was a weekly event, which I was doing, I was having 3 venues. I was doing events. Boogies, former Boogies, at the beach, and Wendy's, and you know, Big Master, all those places. You know, so like.
So for people who don't know, Boogies used to be at the Atlantic Beach Road.
Yeah.
And Big Master, of course, Lonely Streets used to call by Bloss.
Yes, by
back
Bloss.
in the days, and now they've
yeah.
changed to Big Master.
Yeah.
Well, I did not leave Big Master when I was there. But I think it's a very good thing that you made a decision to move on to doing shows.
Yeah.
And when you came to the UK, how did it all happen again?
Oh, when I came to the UK, I was with 1 or 2 friends. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you know, sometimes I'm sorry to mention this. They always say the people you know and close to you never valued you, and I got proof by that by 1 or 2 people I met during that period when I came to this country.
Okay.
I came to this country 2003, and I started doing event by myself 2005.
But you were not dancing when you came here?
Well, I do in few events. Yeah,
okay.
I do in few events. Yeah, I do that, but. So unfortunately, when I started, the people that I joined that time, you know, the fact is, I'm not gonna lie, you know, within every organization, you must go one bad person, you must go one good person. You understand? I was finding it difficult because the individual that I met, one of them was showing me at the superior. I don't know how to mention that. Like I'm superior than you have been in this particular country more than you. So like, you know, there was a level.
There was a
they treat me. Yeah, they treat me in a level way like. If even when after events, within that time when we was performing, people was coming because of me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Because you know, most of the people that was going back home for holidays, you understand?
They've
seen me on, you understand? So yeah, few people was coming which I know. I'm not gonna say everyone, but few people was coming because of me. But could you believe after events, there is no way I would be where they checking the money.
So you're not part of it?
Nah.
Well, were you paid or you were just
no,
for
just a transfer. Like after an event, they'll give me like £20 or £30. Say, you know what, we're keeping this for big events. They kept the money until I never see, until I run away from the group.
Well, I'm not gonna say names or the club that you were with, but for those who know, I think you know exactly what he's talking about.
You know.
So was this a challenge coming back from Sierra Leone into UK, into the same business? What sort of challenges did you face apart from the group that you actually met individually?
It was a big challenge. You know why? Because you know, I was at my country, and I was not gonna say I was rich or I was doing perfectly well, but I was okay. You know, because I can provide for myself and whosoever around me, and I was living a comfortable life as far as I concerned.
Right.
But you know, living from that part to come join somewhere different, it was a crazy situation where, as I said earlier on, when the people that think they help you or maybe think supposed to help you, turning their back on you by destroying you. You understand? Because one thing I believe, if somebody is in another land where you've been before me, I'm expecting you as a brother or friend to show me the way or help me.
Right.
Not to keep me in one place, kept me in one place and expect me to be like a slave to you whenever you want me to do.
So were you actually a slave then?
Well, indirectly. I'm not gonna lie to you. Indirectly.
So what sort of slavery?
What type of slaves?
Did
Because
you put your food on the plate and throw it?
okay, I will mention one or two, and I'll give you one or two instances. In terms of slavery, like okay, I've got a key for that particular house.
Yeah.
But if I went out of that house, yeah, I did not back maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. I will make the locker up. If even I use my key, I cannot get into the house.
So that means you literally shut out of the house.
Yes.
So you have certain time that you should come out of the house.
So if I'm in the house, you understand? Then maybe they cook sauce or whatever. If I did not finish that old sauce, we didn't finish that old sauce, I cannot jump to the new sauce.
So basically, you have to finish something old before you get to the new one.
You know,
Wow.
and that individual free to do whatever they want to do. You understand? They will get that food and
So basically, restricted.
yes, so indirectly.
At any point in time, do you feel like going back home?
Perfectly well, yes.
So why didn't you go?
Oh, my dad. When I spoke to my dad gave me an advice. Say, you know what? There's a lot of people sold the house, do a lot of things to go where you are now. Say, imagine where you're from. Everything was not bright for you, so you're not expecting everything to be bright for you in someone else's country. So within those period of time, it was tough, it was hard, but.
So what were the most miserable or the most weird experience that you have when you first came to the UK during this period of you trying to be on your feet? What was the worst experience?
You took within the starting
Within
of within that time to now.
Yeah.
You mean?
No. Just when you arrived from Sierra Leone, what would be your worst experience during your first few? I would say your first few years in the UK.
Okay. My first few years, my worst experience was when the individual called police for me when I'm sorry, I'm gonna mention it, when like I was with the person I was with. Imagine you catch somebody.
Was it your girlfriend?
Well, unfortunately, for the matter of fact, whatever I'm explaining, when you're mature enough, you know I don't need to mention.
No, but it might be your sister's house or your uncle's or your auntie. But I'm just asking, was it your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
Former.
Or your former girlfriend?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I mean. So like to be honest, imagine as a young man that you catch your girlfriend with somebody else, yeah, and imagine the individual that you catch was there advising your girlfriend, you don't need to do this, you don't need to, and after that individual left, yeah, your girlfriend took phone and called the police. After calling the police, within that same period, when I'm running for my life, she's calling another man again. You know what? He think he will come and stand on my head. I've called the police when they're gonna send him back. Imagine my visa was like a month to finish between that period. So imagine. I run to there's a guy called, I'm gonna mention his name, Aliu. He's singing music now. He got dread. We was living in the same flat at that time.
So he was your rescue.
I went to his door and I knocked his door. And he opened the door. Imagine he told me to sit on the chair. I was scared because you don't know the system.
Wow.
I go behind the fridge, the fridge was burning me. You're not gonna understand. Today's my first time.
Make people understand.
My first time I'm giving this full story about my situation in terms of the serious. He was telling me they're not gonna come here because they have to go around before blah 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 they can end. But I don't know. I just don't believe. Because I know Africa, when the police come for you, if you don't open the break the door.
It's a different ballgame.
Yeah, So, I was behind the fridge and unfortunately, I don't blame him. The wife was pregnant and the wife, she was not from my country. She was foreign. She was like, oh, I want to sleep. I'm not feeling comfortable for him to stay here. But the guy there
was another issue.
Another issue.
Yeah, so as we were saying, some of these challenges that you faced, how did you manage to deal with them?
It's just with the faith of God and a mind of your own and believe in yourself. Those are the three things that makes I'm able to deal with it.
So do you have any kind of family or friendship network that were giving you some additional support apart from those three things that you mentioned?
Well, to be honest, within that period, the only people that I got help from was for different nationality.
Okay.
Which I feel comfortable for me to get help from them because I know my secret was gonna save. You understand? If they do good they do something good to me, there is no way have a way to explain to other people. Maybe if I'm okay tomorrow, be able to explain to other people the blah blah. You understand? So, and one thing, as for me, one thing I believe in my life, my pride. It's my life.
Okay.
You understand? I don't joke with my pride. If even I'm gonna die there, if no matter what the situation, if even I'm gonna become rich there, if I'm not getting my pride there, I'm gonna walk away. So as for me, that's one of my main thing in my life.
All right, viewers, we're taking a quick break, and when we come back, the discussion continues with myself and Jayone right here at the Sierra Leone Media Studio with me. Welcome back to the program. You're here right at the studio with me and Jayone, bringing you back to back from Sierra Leone Media. Mr. Jayone, now I want us to go now into proper business. When you actually became Jayone in the UK, how did that start? Apart from your experiences back in your early years when you came to London.
Okay, that started in 2005 with all my situation and whatever, which I try to put back and say, you know what, I can do this. You know what I mean? I can do this. I've been in Africa. I reached to where I wanted to. So, and this country is a country of opportunity. So I think no matter, my situation was not that perfectly fixed within that time, but with God, I take the risk and decide to start. My first event was Mbalak, a club called Mbalak. Is a Gambian club at Peckham.
I remember that.
You know, that's where I did my first event. But imagine within that period, after I split with those people that I was explaining about, within that period when I put my flyer out, and the thing that helps me, I put my photo on the flyer, my number. Could you believe? After I fixed those flyers on those African food shop and stuff, could you believe the type of calls I have? I never believe. You know? People are calling, oh, Jayone, are you not the one that was performing? Yeah. Are you performing? Yeah. Oh, when are you going back? No, I'm not going yet. I'm still.
They want to go, you go. Come on.
Oh, you know. So within that period, to be honest, God is great. My first event, could you believe? They even tried to sabotage the event. Those people.
Why?
Because what did they do? They called the owner of Fuse Nightclub within that period. No, Fuse is the only Sierra Leone. Within that period was the Sierra Leone venue where people was going.
Right.
And they was doing stuff. So they called around. Oh, there's a guy here come from Sierra Leone, blah blah blah. You want to make like blah blah blah. And could it be Fuse was free on that night? The
So
management made it free just to
yeah.
And with God, trust me, I couldn't believe I have more than 300 people that time.
Wow.
Yes, and within that period, and on that day for that event, that's the day I met my other relationship.
I know about that one. Let's leave that for that. Because now we're talking about Jayone proper.
You know, so no, it's not relationship, but I'm just, you know, when I'm explaining, it just take me back. You know what I mean? So within that period, imagine you came to this country and your first event by yourself, you got over 300 people where they did a free event somewhere else. You understand, where people
and
know
on the same night.
You know, on the same night. So I'm not gonna lie, I was grateful, and I don't know how to say thanks to God. So within that period, I continued. Even the owner of the Fuse called me. Not if I didn't, he called me after I heard about the situation, about the event. He called me, and I started doing events at Fuse.
So how has events business been back then? Why were you so successful in doing so many events back to back, and you were actually pulling the crowd? What were your advantages then?
Well, my advantages was I just don't know how to remember. I met a lot of people that was into social or wanna be, but they never have the. I don't know if it's how I can say it. They was looking for a little opportunity or somebody that can boast it up before ever they step in. Okay. So within that period, I was the only one. Not in terms of single. I'm not talking about maybe few awards or in terms of
like other groups.
Yeah,
as a solo
promoters. In terms of clubbing events,
right.
I'm the only one that within that period that was doing an event. Which and within that time, a lot of people need somewhere to go. You understand? A lot of people need somewhere to do catch up or meet different people. So that was an advantage for me within that period. So, and now you got people that within that period start looking at you like, oh, who is this guy? He just came here, he started doing show, blah blah blah. So within those period, the sabotage, the all sorts of things start coming, and our society, we have one problem. The society of Africans, we have one problem. Like we judge people about what they said to you about them, or for the reaction they put on when somebody hurt them, or just see them or don't like them. You understand?
And what category did you fall into?
Well, as for me, the category I fall into is take no mess. Which as for me, if you do something wrong to me, I'll tell you. I will not wait for it to get worse. I'll tell you straight there and there. You understand? So at least we understand. True by that, at least we understand each other.
Right.
If you do something wrong to me now, I didn't tell you. Next time, you're not scared to do something more.
So when you leave the Gambian club and you started doing your event at Fuse, what sort of feedback did you get? Because you're now moving location.
It was very good. The fact it was very good because it was like a home to people that my people that are supposed to come to my event. It was like I'm moving to their home, to our home. So it was more comfortable for people, and so it was much more better than. So I stick there, and I was only doing events at Fuse, and the first event again I did that was like boom, Sierra Leone after outing party. During those period, no one was doing it. I started doing it Sierra Leone after outing party.
So like after beach out.
After beach, you know what I mean. So that was
how did that gain momentum over the years?
Oh my days, it got so crazy. It got so crazy, like people looking forward to it. Some people don't even go to the outing. If maybe they don't have off from work or whatever, they say, you know what, I'm not even worried. I'm gonna get much info as much as I can on the night at J1's production events.
Okay.
So people was looking forward to it anyway.
So now you've moved. You moved from the Gambian club. What's the Gambian club name?
It was
again?
Mbalak, Club Mbalak.
From Mbalak to
Fuse nightclub.
And now after Fuse, what gained the momentum? Did you just focus your attention within the Fuse area, or you want to do something totally different from Fuse?
I'm the kind of individual. I'm a very grateful. You might not, but I'm a very great. I don't always think about where I fell. I always think about where I kicked my feet. You understand? That's me. You understand? So within that period, I was with John Wright. It was grateful to me. It was great to me. So I have to show that loyalty. I got different clubs that one or two people that come to there, see what I'm doing. You understand? They want me to, but I didn't, because that's me. That's my life. I'm a great. You might not know me, but that's what I believe in. I believe to be grateful.
Okay.
You understand? So I stick there until he decides, say, you know what? This place, the club is small right now. I need to go a bigger venue, and I know that come because of me.
So you actually create the momentum for the CEO to decide to find a bigger venue, so that you'll be able to accommodate your crowd.
So we can, because it was not me alone. It was me and management and other teams that was. So so that's the time Zanzibar comes up.
So you now move on to Zanzibar. So what sort of feedback? And you now moving people from their comfort zone, which was like local communities within Southeast, and now you're taking them further down Southeast.
That was tough. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of our own community, it was tough, because our people, it's not easy to move. If it's one-off, where maybe award or maybe dinner, a one-off, they can. But when it comes to regularly weekend lead stuff, it's difficult. Within that time, there was a lot of bad, negative, but one thing I believe, I've been in the entertainment industry for long. One thing I know, there's no entertainment venue that is far. Once you can reach there, and once you get the type of entertainment you're looking for, I believe it's not far from me.
So what do you normally give people that makes them to come again and again and again? What do you give them? Because entertainment comes in different forms. And I don't think your event is like a sideshow performing event where people come and do their art. You're just doing a show. What sort of incentive, what do you give them that keeps them coming?
Between that period of time, I'm going to say to you, the service. I would say it's the service.
So what's the services?
The service. The service was.
It might sound very strange.
The service was like I appreciate everyone, accept them, and treat them good, and respect them and give them whatever they pay their money for.
What, good music?
Good music. Yeah.
Give them food on the day?
Well, sometimes it's not food, but sometimes I'll do like some funny giveaway, like first people between this time got a free drink, or just to show appreciation to these people, because there's a lot of venue people can go to.
Yep.
You understand? But if they choose to come to your event, you have to show them that you really, really appreciate their efforts and whatever, you understand, time they take to come to your event. They can sit in their house listen to music, enjoy the music, but they choose to come to your event. Yeah, just that little appreciation can take you far away. So that's the things that I tried to do, which was make everything was going successful and perfectly well.
So what would you say is your strength in promotion? I mean, people have their strengths and weaknesses. What is your strength in promotion?
I believe in myself so much.
Yeah, but that's not just enough, because I would say, yeah, I believe in myself, but what is
to say you believe in yourself and to prove it is two different things. You can say you believe in yourself. If you don't prove it, then
how do you prove it?
I prove it because since I came here, start doing events. The first solo, as I said to you, I came here. I met most of these people that are doing it now. I met them here, but they never. So I started, and they follow me, and I'm still doing it.
They say not juju again. What do you say for that?
Well, unfortunately, if you believe in on those things, you're gonna believe that somebody else is doing it. So for me, in fact, I don't believe in those things. I'll never think of those things.
Because they're thinking about you coming from Sierra Leone. The impact of Sierra Leone to London is great, and they're thinking, why are you able to do so many successful shows? And they've been here for like years, but they can't do it. So that's why I'm asking the question: what do you do differently from them?
I just mentioned a few to you, which those are impact to people. I mean, recognize people, recognize them, and accept them for who they are, and respect them. Show them that you really, really appreciate that little they give to you. You understand? Talk to them. After event, if you have the way to ask, hope say thanks to them when they finish.
And you do all of that?
I do.
What sort of feedback do you get from them? Do they feel appreciative of what you're giving them on the day?
People that appreciate little things will appreciate it. But people that don't appreciate little things, they will never appreciate that.
But they will still come to your show?
Well, this is just general. No matter what you do, yeah? If you met people that will never appreciate anything, no matter what you do, they will never appreciate you. So, in that case, you know what I mean? It's just that the people that appreciate you will give a good feedback about you. Even those people that do not appreciate you don't want to come again. New people that have heard good about you will come to your event.
Right. So what now happens after the Zanzibar era?
Okay, the Zanzibar was not a good end between me and the management, because as I say, I'm sorry, but most of we Africans, we're not professional, and we don't know what's the meaning of business. You understand? When this club was gonna open, the owner never have the confidence to open the club, because one, the feedback is getting from people, and it was not a people choice. It was not among people that much to give people the courage and I just don't know what to say, like
give them the strength to
just like say, let me go there. There was nothing like that. So I do that without. It's not even all the Sierra Leone people that was coming to that club. I can boast about different national Gambia.
So you would say you were the sole promoter of Zanzibar?
Definitely. You understand?
How many times were you doing event there a month?
I was doing it within that period. I was doing event every 2 months.
Okay.
Every 2 months. That I was doing event every 2 months. But it came to time, and could you believe how funny it was when the business reached to the peak that the owner is looking for? It started bringing the families. Families, I don't have problem if you bring your family to a business, but if your family is at any business, they have to recognize the individual that make that business reach to where it is before ever that family decide to come join the business.
Okay.
You understand? So you need to let them recognize. Doing that, make your business can go as fast as you want it to. You want the business to. That's what I believe. But if you bring family, you think like, because I had people are saying is J1 owns this club, or be, but at the end of the
Did you ever say that?
no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm the most. I don't boast of my little on my pocket. Why would I boast of somebody else?
I know you made a lot of money at the Zanzibar.
You know. So
people spread rumors because of one or two things anyway. So I'm not saying you did say that.
No, it's that.
When
Okay,
rumors
let me
came back
make this. Let me
okay.
make this clear. The people that was thinking that is a different nationality that don't know the owner. They know me.
Okay.
They come to the club because of me.
Okay.
I treat them good. I take care of them.
So they thought you were the owner
Yes.
of the club. Okay.
I'm going to J1's club. That was the same. So you cannot stop somebody to be proud of somebody that makes them feel good. If they want to use that as the what going to make them, you can't stop them.
Okay.
So as a business owner, you don't need to care about that. This individual is making you out getting whatever you want, making money. Why would you care about your own family member? Him say, oh, people are saying this, and you take that. Are you a businessman?
Well, maybe you're making the wrong business choice, but I'm not saying you're not a businessman. It depends on the decision that you want to make in terms of business that you do.
I understand what you're saying, but trust me, a businessman, when you learn about business, yeah, you will know.
So was that's the era?
That's where's that bridge start? And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm going to explain this today. The final thing that makes me and that management split, Local Z.
Local Z. You mean a bottle of Local Z?
Bottle of Local
Which is
Z.
not even up to a pound those days.
Trust me, a bottle of
How
Local
comes?
Z. Okay, I was it was on Wednesday, so it was Jamaican night, but I don't normally go with it. I'll just go weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
That was like I would say unexpected event where they were supposed to do the event somewhere else and it did not happen, and they called him like whatever. So and he called me, oh, I'm not feeling too good, which is the owner. I said, but go, I'm coming later, but just go to the club and watch what's going on for me. Then when I'm there later, you can return back if you wanted to. So I was there, and when I went there, his son was at the bar, and his nephew was in the office. And when I got called, I said, I thought people like, why did you have to let me here again when at least there is a people here that they are in the right place, which I'm sure if your cousin is in the office, your son at the bar, I don't need to be there. You understand? Because if I was trusted enough, I should be in the office. You understand? Not somebody else, me coming to the club, meeting somebody else. So I saw the, you know, when you matured enough and you know what I mean. So I went behind the bar. Imagine I'm event manager. I went behind the bar and I took the Local Z. As soon as I took the Local Z, and I saw the son comes out of the bar and went upstairs. That went to his uncle or called the cousin and tell him. And the nephew came downstairs and asked me. He said to me, oh, I just spoke to John. John said if anybody want to take Lucozade or whatever, they have to wait when he's here. If you want to take water, you can take. I said, huh? You talk? I'm sorry. I said, do you talk to me like that? Are you serious? And I'm sorry, I'm not going to use it, but I use a stupid word to him for him to fix him up. Like, seriously? When we was killing ourselves here, where were you? Just Lucozade, that is not even. Now it's pound something. Imagine those days.
It was less than a pound.
Imagine. And I get upset. And the owner told the cousin, when the cousin came to me and I talked to him, he went to him and explained what's going on. And the owner told him, let the cousin give me his phone. He want to talk to me. I said, I'm not talking to him on that phone. He has my number. The same way he called me for me to be here, that's the same one I'm expecting him to call my phone. I said, I'm not going to talk to him on that phone.
So you stood your ground as an event manager, or you stood your ground as J1?
As J1.
Okay.
A guy with pride. Yeah.
So pride is the ultimate goal for you
Yeah.
to split. Right. Okay, that's fine. We're taking a quick break, and when we come back, we continue with the discussion with J1 as we are right here in the studio. Keep watching. Welcome back again. We're still in the studio with J1. having a discussion, and the discussion is getting on a high level. The tempo is raising, and we're going to raise the bar a bit more, but we're going to find a way to control the bar and put it down on a level. J1, we're still on it. So now, the discussion has moved on to the confrontation and all the stuff that happened. So keep us going.
So within that period, when the cousin came to me that, John want to talk to you, I told him, no, I'm not talking to him. I said to him, if he man enough, as he said, he owns this place, he's paying his bill. The same way he called my phone to come and wait for him here, he should pick up his phone and call my phone on my own personal phone and talk to me. If you want me to leave the venue or whatever it is, he can tell me, then I will, because I got it from his mouth. I don't want a message from somebody's phone. You understand? So, and he get upset because of that. He said, if I don't talk to him on his cousin's phone, I need to leave the premises. And I said, I'm not leaving this premises. If he did not call me and ask me to leave, I'm not leaving the premises. So we're on that conversation, and he asked one of the security, the main security, to ask me, and the security said, huh? He's a Nigerian. He said, no. He said, I'm not taking J1. He said, if you're going to ask me to leave here as well, today, ask me. But I'm not going to take J1 out. He said, if I'm working
why did he stood for you?
Because as I say, life, you have to be grateful. You have to appreciate and show appreciation to everyone that's around you. It's one of those grounds where he knows I work there, and he know how I'm killing out what I do and what I'm doing to make people come to that particular venue. You know what I go through even when sometimes we do event, there is nothing.
So he sacrificed his job.
Yes.
But he will not kick you out.
No.
What happened after that?
And after that, he decided to ask the cousin to give the phone to one of those Asian security that was new on that day. And the security came to me and said, you know what, I don't know you, and I don't know what's going on between you and the owner, but I'm just doing my job, you need to leave. And I told him, I say, I know you're doing your job, I don't have a problem with your job, but I'm not leaving here. So within that time, we almost fight each other. So I got some scars. And I called the police, and the police came there, and within that period, as soon as the police came, after I was talking to the police, I was just like, you know what? I said, it's not necessary. And the police, I said, after they see the blood, they want to go speak to the security. And I said, no. I said, okay, I called you guys, but I don't want it further. I said, I'm going to take my decision by not coming here anymore. The police asked, are you sure? I said, yeah. I said, is the owner, I never behave like he's the bigger one, or he's matured enough more than me. I said, I'm going to behave that way. So within that period, the police, they asked me, do you have way to go home, or blah blah blah. And I told him, I said, the only thing, I have my camera, my video camera, because within that period I have video camera and printing, you know, like all the stuff. I request for it, and it did not even, I messaged him, he did not even get back to me. I called him, he did not pick it up. So I told the police, I said, it's not picking up, and I don't want you guys to ask him. Just leave, I'm going, I'm not coming here anymore.
So you leave everything behind?
So I leave everything behind and I walk away.
Was that the end of your promotion?
At Zanzibar.
That was the end of Zanzibar?
Zanzibar, that was the end. And that was exactly the end of Zanzibar, because I'm going to say that within that period, when I left Zanzibar, not even 1 year, Zanzibar was closed.
So there is no Zanzibar anymore?
No.
So are you saying over the years, most of the clubs that you've actually promoted in your absence, they don't exist anymore?
Well,
if we go back to records?
Well, from back home, yes. From back home, it's not like I don't know. I just don't know what to say. But in terms of experience, most of from back home, I was promoting Wendy's. You understand? After I left, before here, Wendy's was closed, and Zanzibar as well. Well, sometimes God is showing. Sometimes God show, if you're grateful, God show you grateful. Give you a good pay by let people know that whosoever are grateful to you, don't mess with them. That's what sometimes God show to people. It's not like because of me. I'm not going to say it's because of me. I'm just think that God is, sometimes God said to you, like, you know what? Whenever you have people around that are grateful to you, no matter what, if you have to give them or not, just respect them and be there for them. True. As the same way they've been there for you.
So now you've gone through all this era. What happens after Zanzibar?
After Zanzibar, well, that was another big challenge for me. Because, you know, our society, they don't believe in you being professional in terms of your job. Because within that period, I was a promoter and I was event manager. So within that period, there's a rules for the club which I was applying to some customers, which some customer was overlooking it the other way. They don't think like the professionally like, oh, this is business, and he's doing his job. But they was thinking like, oh, is this, is that, is no. But that was not the case. Any premises you open in this country, even your house, there's a rules from the council.
Yeah, sure.
You understand? So if you don't keep to those rules, the next thing you do, you lose your home or you lose your license. You understand? So those are the guidance and things that I was doing, which was affecting me, with people think like, oh, they said you're rude or what. Because you know, our society, if you're bold enough to tell people truth or bold enough to stop somebody not to do things that they think is okay for them, that is not okay for your business, they look you like you're rude. Or
give us a few examples.
Okay, like few examples. Sometimes, okay, like some people, sometimes when people wear out, or sometimes people fight, you know, and maybe you're trying to talk to them, they're being rude to you, they're trying to talk to them, and you ask security to take them out. You know, just few little things that is the rules for your venue, right, that you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to, you have no option, you have to do to keep your license or keep your business going. You know?
Now, there's been a lot of promoters within the community. How are you coping with the challenges? Because I know, okay, the J1 that we used to know maybe 10 years ago is not the same J1 no more. What has changed? What sort of level of competition are you facing now? Or what are you doing right now to match or to fit into the era of competition within the promotional age that we are right now?
To be honest,
within our community?
I'm the same J1. Nothing changed. The same J1, you know, is the same J1.
Yeah, but we don't
know what I'm saying is, okay, let's check to record. In terms of groups, in terms of single people, there's a lot of people that was doing events. Within the period of time.
There's still a lot of people doing events now.
No, I'm not talking about this. We're getting new people.
So I'm talking about the new ones.
Well,
how are you coping with the challenges with the new ones?
I'm perfect.
Because J1 Zanzibar, J1 Fuse is a different J1 now.
Yeah.
So how are you coping with the competition as it is right now?
I'm coping by doing what I believe in and doing the right thing. Give the right service, entertain the people the right way, enrich right people.
So you still do your same events, you still have the same outcome?
Well, I'm not gonna now, apart from promotion or promoter, the club event is not going perfectly well like how it used to be before.
Why is that?
Well, you know, difficult. It's tough now. Some people prefer to go a free party in a hall. Yeah, or sometimes the days that we do an event, if somebody have done a party in the hall and it's free, and you're gonna go free drink, and maybe you want to go to club to look for a woman, and you saw all those things in that free party, do you expect that individual to finish there?
It used to be the same.
Yeah, but it was different then. That time money was flowing in a different way. People get money without even working. A lot of way people made money. So it was different within that time. And now there's a lot of things that cannot happen, you cannot do. So people try to manage what they little they have. So they choose once in a while instead of regular.
Okay.
You understand? So maybe in this month you might get maybe what you're looking for. Maybe the other month expect it to be a little bit. So it just, you know, not permanent, but just within that ups and downs. Yeah. But I'm gonna say I'm grateful. Why? Because no matter what, I don't have less than 150. No matter how bad. So
your quad will at least be between
not less than
150.
Yes. And within the period of time I've been doing events, and up to now, with all the pressure, with all the sabotage, with all the, you know, all the stuff around and people crying, and I'm still there, bro. So tell me, why wouldn't I be the same J1?
Well, the same J1 is not the same J1 before.
It's the same
J1.
J1.
The J1 I know before used to do braids, but now you're having ponytails.
Oh, well, but that's not.
Balotelli.
Well, that's my part. Well, that's the looks. You know, sometimes sometimes the more you're growing up, you decide to change certain things that, because I've been with that for very long, and you know, just want to get some different looks. You know,
I know you've gone through a lot of challenges in life, and I know you've attempted a lot of challenges in life as well. Yeah. You actually took part at is it Britain Got Talent?
Yep.
Tell us about what gives you that inspiration to go for that sort of competition in your life, because that is another stage of what you're doing.
Definitely. Confident, believe in myself, determination.
Okay.
When I came to this country, since 2003, I normally watch programs like this. I normally see people that are funny, that not even funny, that cannot do nothing compared to what I do. I normally watch, and how come did they get to that stage? And I think No matter what. If not even 2 minutes, but within 1 minute, I can do something that can make you lift your hand or neither smile. So with that inspiration and that belief, I challenge myself. The day I will settle in this country, I have the thing that can take me forward to wherever I want to go, I will make that attempt.
And what would that be? I mean, okay, give me some of your experiences on that particular competition. What sort of stuff did you do, and how do you feel about your performance, and what sort of feedback did you get?
Okay, it's simple. I can make this clear to you. There's over 1 million people that applied for a program like that.
Okay.
I was on the quarterfinal, not even the audition, not qualifying audition. I passed through first stage. I go through second stage. First stage is the directors. The second stage is the super directors. The one that they have to see those programs before they bring you to live performance, live stage. They have to see little potential in you.
Right.
They don't just bring you and take you to live performance. They have to see little potential in you before ever. So to be honest, I'm grateful and I'm proud. Do you know why? Because when we get there, the queue, apart from Manchester or London, we get there 7 o'clock morning, we did not leave that place till 1 midnight. So imagine. And not even everyone was seen. So I went to the audition. And imagine you're on audition, it's just a little tape, like something like phone they're playing. How could you perform to things like that and feel good and able to give 100% performance?
Okay, so it's not like an audition where you have a band set playing on the back of you.
No, just a
like
small tape. Yeah, just on the table. You and just the director or whatever. And and imagine the place is big, and when the sound playing, like, you
can't even hear the sound properly.
Imagine, you've done the first audition, and the second audition, within 10-15 minutes, you're going for the second audition.
Okay.
And to be honest, the reason why they did not show most of my stuff, because my purpose of going there is to expose myself about my promotion.
Right.
To expose
you had an intention.
Yeah.
It's not about winning. It's just to showcase yourself.
I was not even expecting that I'm going to go to quarterfinal, which was shown on the main day, on the quarterfinal, the starting of the event. I was not even expecting that I would be on it. But what I was wishing for, just to go, just challenging myself and go and believe I can do it and go there and do whatever I can do. If I have the way to talk about my event and talk about whatever I do, I think that should have helped me, which I does, but unfortunately they did not show none of that. If you watch the performance, they showed a few seconds. Why? Because most of what the interview I talk about is about where I do my events.
So you thought that on television. Right.
So the editing to what they want, they did not even show. Did you even see they show my interview? No. You understand? So they did not show nothing absolutely. But to be honest, it's just that the only problem when you're around people that got little mind, little thinking, is really bad for society. You know why? Because those are the things that make we still backward. Do you know why? Because we don't appreciate and support no matter little talent or little things that somebody can give to you.
Right.
You understand? I've performed in different events. I've performed for Tutu. I've performed for different people, United Artists. People shout, people jump, people give me money on stage. You understand? But those same people, you understand, see my performance, never proud of me either for being on national TV in this country, where it's going to be in this record, and the record of Britain, till everyone dead. No matter who come, you type there, you're going to see there and see me. Which is
if I type J1 on Britain Got Talent, it will come up.
Come on.
And that's record for you?
Yes.
Good.
You understand?
So how do you feel about the negative impact that came back afterwards?
It make me, I feel disappointment. I feel disappointed. The surrounding made me feel disappointed, I'm not going to lie. But it did not do nothing to me. You know why? Because I know why I was there. I got my intention. I know why I went there. And I know why I was there. And for the mere fact I went to quarterfinal, that's a great achievement to me. So
do you think you will do it again?
If I have the chance, I will. And if I wanted to, I would, and I will go through again.
Now let me ask you another question. How comes you haven't decided to do your own song? Because at the end of the day, you've promoted a lot of people, a lot of artists, and you have passion for music. You have passion for entertainment. How comes you're not an artist?
Oh, you know, sometimes in life, we go where we belong, like where we choose to be. In terms of that situation, if you don't have passion of something, you cannot do it. It's not about if I want to, but it's just that the passion is not there. I never thought of that. My mind never goes there. So I choose not to.
So what do you do now currently to change the face of entertainment within our community in the UK? Forget about Sierra Leone first, let's focus in the UK.
To be honest, I'm thinking of start doing in terms of my event, if 30-minute entertainment. I want to start doing something different, which is gonna be like 30-minute entertainment, something that people not seeing regularly. You know, maybe melodrama. You know, something that will take people back. At least, no matter what, whatever stress they came into that club with, when they watch it, they smile, they get home, they look forward to it for the next month.
So are you going to be on stage doing those performances, or are you going to hire people?
I will hire people. People going to be doing it, but once in a while, I will step in there. Because at the end of the day, it's my event. I have to showcase whatever I'm doing.
So that's your new plan?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So where do you see yourself from now on to the next 5 years in terms of entertainment?
Where I'm seeing myself, to be honest, there's a destiny for everyone. I wish to be as high as I can, but I'm just waiting for God. I'm trying my best. I'm doing whatever I can do. I just leave everything to God, for God to make me be where, I'm not going to say where I want to be, because in life, sometimes, whatever you want to do in your life, it's better you keep it to yourself, work towards it. If you're going to get there, you get there, than saying it, somebody call you, oh, you think you can do this? Those are things that kill people, that people got potential to do certain things, but those are the things that kill people not to do it because of one or two negative thoughts within the community. So I'll decide to keep it quiet and do whatever I can do and pray to God for me to get to where I want to be.
So do you see yourself doing any shows in Sierra Leone as J1, because you haven't been within the Sierra Leonean scene for quite a long time now?
Well, I'm thinking of going this year, and it does not matter if I've made name there or not. When I'm going this year is to see how the ground is, what's going on, and try to reach as much as people I can reach in terms of media, in terms of radio, or whatever it is. Then within that period, you understand, I'll be able to take a step. I'll watch the ground and see what's going on, ask for advice. I'm not there anymore, so I need to go through the people that there and doing things. Through by that, you understand, I'll be able to know, okay, you know what, let me give a try by doing something.
So are you a family man?
A family man, not yet. I'm not a family man.
Are you single?
In terms of when you say family man, in terms of which type,
okay,
area?
Are you a family man with a child, a wife, and a kid at home?
Well, I'm not. I'm a family man. In terms of, I got a kid and I got a beautiful my son mom. She's my ex, but she's one of the most beautiful. When you say beautiful, it's not all about looks. It's about how somebody treats, how somebody looks. No matter what the situation, they're always there. And if I can tell you, you're gonna surprise. She's my, since I was with her up to now, since I left her, she's still my next of kin in this country. For you to know how much I respect her and how much I can go for her. She's married. She have another 2 kids now.
But
the husband knows me.
You still believe in her?
Yes. The husband knows me. We talk. We sit down and talk. She's from Ghana. The husband is from Ghana. Everything. I respect. Listen, she's the best lady I ever met.
Would you say you're single right now?
Yes, I am single. Definitely.
So,
but that doesn't mean I need anyone for now.
Well, you don't have to say that as long as the girls know that you're single. So whenever you go on a J1's production show, make sure you do what you have to do. He's a single man and he's looking for something to make it to. So now, tell us, what does the future hold for you from now on to the next 5 years? What do you intend to do with your life as J1?
To be honest, I don't have much, but I got something that can. I have a thought of a progress in my life in terms of different ways, but you know, as I say, certain times when you want to do certain things in your life that is part of progress in your life, you don't need to say it out. You just keep it to yourself and walk towards it. Because one thing, no matter what you do, God is the one that have the last say of everything we do in life.
Sure.
So without Him, if He never destined you to get to where you want to be, you can never, no matter what you do. So I do whatever I'm doing, and I put my open trust to Almighty God.
So what would be your final message to those that have supported you over the years, those that have been around you, those that have helped you to be the J1 you are, those that have made an immense contribution in your progress in terms of being a promoter and whatever you do? What sort of message would you like to say to them?
I can't express the way I'm grateful to those people because, and like, as I said to you, there's a lot of places to go. There's other people that they can show support to, but they choose me. That's, for me, I'm so grateful. I don't even know how to say thanks to them. It's only God going to reward them for me, which I'm praying for God to reward them for, because some of those people have been supporting me from back home, and I'm still seeing them at my event. What a gratefulness from those people. So I'm really, really appreciate it. I don't even know. I'm just going to say God will bless you guys for supporting me. Whatever you want to do in life, may God put blessing there and become successful. If that's what you're looking for, whatever it is, wherever you want to be, may God help you. But at the same time, I'm going to say this. If I've ever hurt you or never say something to you that you're not okay with, because sometimes all of us, none of us are perfect. You know, there's certain things I'll do to you that you will not like. Maybe you didn't talk to me about it. And if you don't talk to me about it, there's no way I will know what you like and what you don't like. Mm-hmm. So if I've done something to you that you think you owe a grudge against me, I'm just going to say, forgive me and I'm sorry. Remember, if you don't forgive me, God will not forgive you. Sorry, I beg.
So are you actually twisting it around so they have to forgive you forcefully even though they might not want to?
Well, that one come as a joke, but at the same time, it's the rules of the Lord. You have to forgive somebody before He forgive you, as we all know.
Well, guys, you've heard it from the man himself, J1, in the studio today with me at the Sierra Leone Media studio in the UK. Well, we're going to end it for now, and I think there's a lot more we can talk about. Mr. J1, it's been a pleasure to have you in the studio, and we hope to see you soon.
And I'm just going to say thanks to you guys for giving me the opportunity to be here and express myself and explain things that I never explained to anyone in my life.
Thank you very much for giving us that pleasure. Well, viewers, we thank you for watching, and we're going to be back soon with another episode of Back to Back with me, myself, Sylvester Duba, aka T-Boy, right here in the UK-based studio of Sierra Leone Media. Until next time, keep watching. Bye.